Hello there. Okay, so today I'm going to go for a wee run in the car up to a place called Auchmithie Harbour. Now I'm going to put that through the Google voice replay to make sure that I pronounced it correctly, because that looks to me, for me, it'd be quite a difficult word to pronounce. But I'll show you on the map as well where I'm going, and I'm going to put this video, I'm going to schedule it for New Year's Day, because come New Year's Day 2025 I probably won't be in a very fit state to do any videoing. Let's just say I'll be having a few drinks the night before on Hogmanay at a friend's house. Well, we're having a wee sort of like Hogmanay celebration party as we usually do anyway. So come New Year's Day I will not be in much of a state to do, I won't really feel like doing much of a video. I'll be okay actually, to be fair. But so it's just an outing I'm going to do today. This is the Sunday before it, the last Sunday of 2024, and I'll get footage when I get to this place as well. And I'll show you the map where it is. This is it. It's I'll give you the pronunciation of this name first of all. Just put you in the picture before that. Run it through the app.
Auchmithie, Auchmithie. Auchmithie, Auchmithie.
So Auchmithie is seemingly what it's pronounced like. So I'm not that great at pronouncing some of these fancy names, but Auchmithie Harbour. It's on the east coast of Scotland between Arbroath and Montrose. And there's Auchmithie village as well, and there's Auchmithie beach. So I'll see what I could do today. It's limited hours, of course, because it's the 29th of December, so you could imagine the daylight will be quite short. So I'll record the driving footage from Dundee to Auchmithie Harbour, and I'll speed it up as well, so it's not going to make the video too long. I'll go into more map details for you and show you more about where it is exactly, using the Google Maps versions anyway. Pronunciation again correctly.
Auchmithie, Auchmithie.
Auchmithie Harbour. And I live in Dundee, it's where I am, and I'm going to drive to Auchmithie Harbour. I will record the driving footage. This will speed it up so it doesn't make the video too long, but you'll still get the huddle in the car experience sort of thing, so you can at least see the route whilst I make my way there from where I'm at. And this is where it is in relation to the UK, Britain, just because this video could be watched really potentially anywhere around the world. So for those that don't know where it is, just kind of like try to put you into the picture. I live here in Dundee, and I'm going to make my way there. I'll just take the direct route, because time limitations, it's like 12 o'clock, still going to get my dinner, so I want to get away fairly shortly. It's about maybe a half an hour, three quarters of an hour drive, perhaps even an hour, by the time I get down to the, get ready and get out the door and get moving like. But yeah, so I'm making my way. Can't say I've certainly been in the area before, but I can't say I've specifically been here before. So I'm going to visit this for my New Year's Day video, and a wee Sunday adventure for me as well. Once I've had my once I've had my dinner, my lunch, and I've finished my coffee, I'll get down to the car and I'll make tracks. And I'll get the footage and videos, photos and videos when I get to Auchmithie Harbour and Auchmithie village, the Scottish East Coast seaside village. And depending on where you actually live, the days could be longer. If you're living in the northern hemisphere of the world, where Britain is, then the days will be short. On the shortest day of the year is the 21st of December. But if you're living in the southern hemisphere, like Australia, then that'll be getting on for your longest day. I mean, I was in Australia 10 years ago, and it felt really strange that it was Christmas decorations in the summer weather. But then that's Australia, so I had to just, because if you're living in Australia and you happen to come across my video and then saying it's the shortest day, just so that Not necessarily, it depends on where you are on the planet. I just thought I'd mention that. Right, I'm going to get my dinner and I'll get going. So as I say, I'll speed up the driving footage. I'll just put it through the app. I'll just, instead of recording it, I'll record all of it, but I'll speed the video up so the video is not going to be way too long. But you could still see roughly the route, the huddle in the car, as I say, it's just to give you the feeling, you know, you're getting a seat in the car with us and then taking you to the place, Auchmithie Harbour. Right, so that's me about to set off. I'll put the camera on the windscreen mount and I'll record the forward footage. So let's go. Right, so I'm here at Auchmithie Harbour, or in the general area. I'll probably find somewhere to... I saw a car park further along here. I'm just going to show you briefly where I'm at the moment, and just sort of like at the dead end bit of the village. So, I'll show you the view of the North Sea and that from here. It's quite a lovely place. It's a rather windy day today, breezy. Just the wind just as it was coming in far there. In a sleepy light village. I'm going to try and get right to the harbour this time. It's pretty breezy out there. This is where I am. This is where I am on the map, and I'm going to show you where the harbour is. Where I'm going to try and get to. So that's where that is. It will focus, and I'm going to try and get to the actual harbour, which is down there. So I've just driven down a wee bit. I'm going to show a wee bit of the footage here before I go to the harbour. Well, there's a bus service that serves here as well. It's not that far from Arbroath actually. That seems quite interesting. Might have a visit there sometime. Should be opening season. And the car park is just literally just up here, just a stone throw away from the main road. I didn't realise it was so close, and here's a little bit more about Auchmithie. Just pause the video, of course, when you want to read this. Just going further up, it's got a playing field as well, football pitch. It's just a stone throw from the car park, which should be convenient obviously, but lots of visitors at the football. There's a wee car park right next to it as well. So let's have a look at the village of Auchmithie. See if I can get myself down to the harbour and the bay. First of all, I'm going to have a look at the old building before I set off. St Peter's Church. Right, so I'm going to make my way to the harbour. Confirmed the route to the harbour. Now the route isn't suitable for motor vehicles. The sat-nav was saying turn right, but obviously you go by the signs, the road signs. So obviously I'd have to be walking to get to the harbour. It's not suitable for the motor vehicles. Certainly going by the sat-nav. It doesn't look that far, so I'll get my hiking boots on and I'm going to have to get my jacket in and go for a stroll down to the harbour. So this was the road that comes off of this main road that runs through the village, and this leads to the harbour. So obviously I'm not going to be taking my car down this road. It's unsuitable for motor vehicles. There's no danger I'll be taking my car down this road. It's not far, you can see where the sea is. It's funny that you can see where the sea is. So I'm just walking down here now to the harbour. It's definitely the wisest move. It's not far, as I say, to get from Mirren Park to here. I can't say I've ever been to this harbour before. This is coming into view now. Got a slick way to the harbour anyway, I presume. And that would probably be the harbour down there. There's just something about the seaside villages and harbours and towns that are quite appealing to me. I really do enjoy visiting them. Oh, there's an actual harbour, I'll show you this as well. So I'm not quite sure what that is. It's perched up there, and the harbour, what's left of it, the remains of it, is down there. There's even a lovely bench. Even a lovely bench overviewing the harbour. So I'm going to sit down there now. This is more like it. This is more like my videos where I go out and about to beautiful scenic places like this and share my experiences with you. It's primarily what I've done on my channel. So it's so good to visit places like, you know, I love visiting places, especially seaside places like this. You know, the quiet coastal seaside places, cliffs and that, on this lovely Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I really enjoy being here, and I think there's coastal paths that you can probably walk for miles, probably even go to Arbroath as well. So it is actually quite popular. We'll get some pictures and videos and that while I'm down here. So all this spectacular scenery is only just a few miles up north from Arbroath. And for me, it was only about a 20-mile drive from Dundee. So it wasn't overly far, certainly compared to the distances I've travelled before. This looks like a part of an engine transmission, a propeller for a boat. It's an air-cooled, two-stroke engine maybe, certainly air-cooled. Two-cylinder. It's a big flywheel on that side, so that would suggest to me that maybe the the transmission on the other side and propeller shaft on this side. All this, just bits and pieces lying around it, plus bits of interest, because I'm interested in engines and how they work and seeing all the parts and everything. Just abandoning it like that, you know. It's spectacular. Cliffs and everything. Surprised I haven't. I wished I'd discovered this place sooner. I'll definitely be coming back here again. Definitely. Spend some good time here. So, my drink is Freeway Cola on the rocks from Lidl. Sit here and drink this. So all I need now is the word Scotland under the Scottish St Andrew's flag that's appearing in the sky above me. And another one there, and another one there, and another one there. There's 4 of them. I might even just use that as a thumbnail. I'll use the crosses in the sky, just put Scotland under it and crop it and make it look like the St Andrew's flag, because that's what it looks like from where I'm sitting It's not the first time I've seen this though. But anyway, never mind that just now. So I enjoyed my Lidl's freeway cola on the rocks, quite literally sitting on the rocks. Just looking at some of the rocks, the limestone, probably that limestone sandstone maybe. See all the layers of sand probably built over the years, maybe like the rings on the tree or something, I don't know. I'm not a geologist, but different types of pebbles and minerals and that here. I thought I saw like marble earlier on. So a lot of different types of minerals and stuff. Seashell. We get this to go in focus. And then you've got all your different seaweeds and whatnot. Sea life creatures and that. Maybe crabs perhaps. I don't know. Jellyfish maybe. Crab is after all my star sign for my birthday, my birth star sign, which is July. So just thought I'd mention that as well. So you've also got different plantation and vegetation, different vegetation. I don't know what the plants are, I'll try and focus it as best. There is a variety of vegetation here as well. You've got the mosses, different type of mosses and that grow on the rocks. So there is things that one could study if they go in depth, you know. It's spectacular scenery, but there is science we can learn from, like how all the cliffs and that are formed, all the different layers and stuff, and the creatures and shells that live on the rocks and that. It's not getting really good focus there, but yeah, it's interesting. It's spend time learning. I mean, I'd like to learn someday. There's a lot of things I'd like to learn about the planet and nature and the science and all the rest of it. Things that one may easily just take for granted, you know, pebbles and rocks. But there's a lot more to it than that. Just hope that doesn't fall down on my head. It looks precarious, but be careful. That looks quite precarious as well. You certainly wouldn't stand on that. But anyway. It's quite a chore walking on these loose pebbles, by the way. It's loose and quite deep. And they make different notes as well. When you're walking on them, you get different sounds sometimes. like the pitch changes. So it could be like maybe the hollow below it, or the size of the pebbles or seaweed or something below it. But certainly I've noticed the pitch. I went kind of like, oh, quite an odd, strange sound further back. I mean, you could probably walk for ages, but I'm not going to, because it's going to be getting dark fairly soon. It looks more appealing as you further I go, the more enticing it is. One thing to be very extra careful for when you're walking on these wet, mossy rocks, especially if you've got like hard hiking boots, is it is extremely slippery. It's like an ice rink, that is super slippy. So just be extremely careful if you're walking on this kind of terrain. Right, I suppose I'll better start making my way back to my car. But I thoroughly enjoyed my visit here so far. I'll definitely be coming here again. There's lots of lovely places that I've visited, lots of them, and this is one of them. So definitely, I'm glad I came here today. And also hoping you'll have enjoyed it as much as I have as well. So I'm just going to head back now, which is really just over there and up the path back to the village. I never did get around to finding out what that was. Maybe for another time. You could see and smell the smoke from the chimneys above, from some of the houses up there. I don't know which houses, but I can certainly see and smell the smoke coming down, just to add a bit of character to this seaside kind of bay, seaside harbour. Old-fashioned fire, chimney, smoke, it smells quite good, you know, and it's, I don't know, it just adds a character to it. Seaside, probably reminds you of smokies, fish smokies, maybe that's what they're doing, maybe they're making smokies for all I know. But, anyway. Arbroath are known to have their own smoked haddock fish, known as smokies. So maybe we could be doing that for all I know. You might hear the pitch of the pebbles changing as I walk across them. Kind of echoing a wee bit. Like it's hollow over that bit there. So it's maybe just the density of the pebbles or something, it's causing it, I don't know. But Must be something along those lines, I guess. But the pitch is changing, it's varying. So, I'm pretty much back to the... Oh, it's a fire, that's what it is. It's like a fire, I'll show you. It's a controlled fire, of course. So that's what I was smelling. I thought it might be in the chimneys, it was probably just burning rubbish or something, I don't know. But it's a controlled fire, obviously, so. But the smoke added character to the harbour anyway, when I was along there a bit. So, maybe one day I'll get up to this mystery object. If there was a direct, easy route up to it, I would probably do it now, but I don't think there is. I'll have another look, but I don't think there's really an easy way up to that. Oh, this, by the way, is... These pebbles are in the form of a love heart. You would see it from up there, because I spotted that when I was coming down. That's what that's shaped as, these pebbles on the roof of this building. So I don't know how to get up to there easily today. So, you tell me how I'm going to get up there today before it gets dark, because I've not really got any idea. I don't know this area very well. I don't know if this is a good way of getting up there or not. I do want to know what that is. I'm kind of like thinking about it, but I'm not quite sure about exactly what I'm walking on and what it's like to get up there. I'll have to think about this. I don't want to just dive into going up there because I don't know about the train, but I am wanting to know what that is. You might just see me falling down a hole or something if I'm not careful, but the temptation, curiosity is getting the better of me. So I'm kind of thinking about going up there to investigate what that is. If it's just like this all the way up, this type of ground, it could maybe just, I don't know, I might get a bit too steep, you see. I've got to be careful, especially coming down. The more I look on it, the harder it looks. There's cliffs, it gets really hard at the top. You know, I'm not going to go up there. It looks easy from down here, it always does. But there's all that to get through. And it's just not worth the hassle. I ain't doing it just now. I'll find an easier way, and sure there will be. I'll just have to bite the bullet and just have to accept I'm not going to find out what that is on this visit. It's really annoying me because I do want to know what that is. I really do. Alright, so I've kind of got this high. It doesn't look as though it's going to get any easier. It looks as though it's going to get harder. I'm not really prepared. It's as far as I'm going. I just have to give it. I give it another wee shot, but I'm thinking better of it. I've been fooled by this before. It's just not worth it. So I'm not doing it just now. I'm sure there'll be an easier way for it. So frustrating. It doesn't look that far too. It doesn't look that far, but trust me, it's not as easy as it looks to get there. It looks like it's just up there. No, I've been caught with that many times before. It's no like a case of just going up there and there you go. It's difficult just getting down from where I was at. I got to about there, and that was hard enough because it was really difficult to get down. It's a lot harder than it looks, trust me. And I'm not going to put myself through all that just on this occasion for that. No way. I just have to bite the bullet and accept I won't find out just now. I've already had problems getting up this far, and up to all this hogweed. It's even taller than me. It's right above my head, and I had one of these things go right up one of my nose, and it actually made it bleed slightly. And it could easily take me out. So it's too many hazards. It's so blooming frustrating because I really want to. It looks as though it's just up there, but it's not easy to get to. It's so annoying that I want to know what that is. But I already had like an instant with that going up one of these. I could have took by it, you see. You've got to be careful, it's a lot of hazards. I think you just take for granted you could just walk through that and just up there. But this stuff, it's everywhere. It's above my height. It went in my face. It was one of these things, went up. Below it's actually bled for a bit. Not much, but it did actually. It was a little bit sore, a bit annoying that. And that could take out an eye as well. You're walking through all this, and you're walking through this up there as well, and more. And it drops. So it really is annoyingly close, but it's not an easy way to get to it. I don't know how to get to it, I don't know this area that well. So anyway, I'll give it an attempt. Even going along here a bit and up there, that is very steep. Trust me, that is not so easy in order to get to that. There's even a ship's anchor here as well. It's bigger here than anchor. Or a big boat anchor anyway. So with this engine, that's the valves, rocker arms, with the injectors maybe. For the diesel, be a diesel engine. That's a big flywheel on this side, and then your crankshaft and big engine pistons are in the cylinder block, which is that bit there. I put you in the picture as to how steep that was, that you were hoping I was going to climb up, and quite frankly me as well, to find out what that was. You can see just how vertical's probably beyond 45 degrees, and it gets steeper as you go up, and you've got all that stuff to walk through as well. You could catch your eyes, nose, face, everything, and there's sheer drops as well. So I did the right thing and just given up on this at this point, till I find an easier way, plan it better. I might have found a way to get to this, an easier route. Obviously I overlooked that on the way here because I wasn't expecting to be seeing that until I got to down here. Oh, I'll show you the route. Now this looks considerably shallower. Right, I've got to cross this little burn. Now that I've crossed this wee hurdle, I'm on the home straight to get to the mystery object. To confirm, it's right at the end of this path. Boy, am I relieved. I made it. I actually get to see what it is. I found a much easier route up to it. I was happy, I'll tell you. I'm so happy I've made this. And here it is. I won't keep you in suspense. I'll just pan the camera around. And here it is. Scottish Gas it's got on the top. So I'm guessing it's a memorial or something maybe. I kind of thought it was something to do with a flame or fire, because you know, the bit at the top just looked like it. Now this is what I was attempting to do earlier before I was aware, because when I came down this way earlier I wasn't even thinking about that until I got to way further down, and at this point I passed the easy route. I knew there had to be an easier way, but I was thinking of coming up this way earlier on, which was just madness really when you think about it, because it could have been extremely difficult, and all I had to do was just go further up and get this easy route. So I'm quite happy that I got it. I'm going to get a selfie with that. Fitting. This is to celebrate the 1st of January 2000, so it's the Auchmithie cairn, constructed by the villagers to celebrate the millennium, 1st of January 2000. And this video is a New Year video for me, for the new year of 2025. That's a mega coincidence, I'll tell you, because I did not expect to see this, and it's related to a new year. It's a New Year celebration thing. So quite chuffed at that. So it was quite literally blood. Quite literally blood, sweat and tears, because the wind's blowing in my eyes. So blood, sweat and tears to get to this thing, to find out what it was. That was worth it. The curiosity was killing me. That's food. I just needed to know what that was. So I'm going to be way back to the car now. It's been a great afternoon here at Auchmithie. So this footpath leads back to the village. There must be an easier way than having to go over there again. Down, cross over the burn, and back up the other and back, and I could just probably follow this along, because there's not really much need to get here urgently, because I know where it is. So I could just sort of take my time back to the car, and I could get darker. I still know how to get back. It saves me to go down that way and cross over. This path's been used a lot, I could tell by the footprints. So I was going to be making my way back there. When the battery's starting to go on this phone as well. So. And this path leads up to here. Along there. To get to it, you might just see it in the distance. Feels peculiar actually walking back here in the village with the lights and the sort of reddish sky over there. I don't know if it's coming well on the camera, but it's like... So my battery on my phone went completely, that's why it cut right off there. I was about to say it was like a kind of dream walking back. I haven't been to this area before, and just looking at the way the lights and colours are, it's dreamland. It felt weird, strange. You know, that's just... I've just basically driven back to this bit again at the start. You could sort of have in contrast with the way the sky is lit up, and then the street lighting as well, and with the house lighting, the Christmas lights that are behind me. Button Ben. Just looking at the rear view mirror, of course. But yeah, it's a sort of... It was... the glow, the red glow was over there as well, in the south, which was quite odd. So... Right. Okay, so I'm going to just make my way back home, round off the video. It's been a good day here, I've enjoyed myself. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Let's see what else I put on my channel for next year, 2025. I'll schedule this for New Year's Day. I think I'll do that. Anyway, bye for now. See you later. And of course, I wish all my viewers, subscribers and everybody else a happy new year for 2025 when it comes.